We track storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Thanks for sticking with us here at 6 o'clock. It is time to talk weather as we talk about some colder temperatures. So if you did jump the gun and maybe plant a thing or two, you have to be cautious tonight, which you shouldn't have. I mean, it's spring here in Minnesota.
It's still early, but I mean, we had some nice weather.
We did.
It was kind of feeling like, yeah, let's put some plants out on the patio and then just enjoy patio weather. But you'll want to bring those plants inside because we are talking about temperatures down to near and maybe a couple degrees below freezing here tonight and again tomorrow night, before we start to warm back up and things are going to be better here by next week. But as we look live over downtown Rochester right now, got some more sunshine after a bit of a cloudy day. Some rain earlier today. We looked at those rainfall totals earlier in the newscast. Again, we had about a quarter of an inch in Rochester. We had a half an inch for Mason City. And right now our temperatures are around the upper 40s. Dry, but also breezy. Winds out of the west-northwest at 21 miles per hour. In Albert Lea right now, looking at a beautiful sky there, 48 degrees, a bit chilly, especially when you factor in that wind. We actually have a wind chill factor down to the lower 40s right now, and it's only going to get colder as we go through this evening into tonight. Again, temperatures right now, upper 40s to around 50. We'll be dropping through the 40s, mostly clear sky, allowing for our temperatures to get down to, yeah, you see right there, near freezing here tonight. And then tomorrow, the winds actually pick up out of the northwest, rather strong, and we could be talking about wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. So with a high temperature around 45, it's going to feel like it's in the 30s pretty much all day on your Friday. So a cold Friday and a chilly start to the weekend before we start to warm up and also talk about some more rain chances. The overall trend is looking at some above normal chances for at least some rainfall, and we do have that in the forecast here. As we look ahead to Monday of next week, right now about a 50 to 60% chance of some rain. Going to bring us some more good rainfall, which we do need as we go into the planting season here. But we've already had some pretty decent rain over the last week, about 1 to 3 inches across North Iowa and southeast Minnesota. Not tracking any rain here for tonight, just those cold temperatures as we see clear skies. A little bit of sunshine here for tomorrow morning, some clouds for the afternoon. So really just looking at a partly cloudy sky here on your Friday. But again, it's going to be cold with those strong winds. Freeze warnings are in effect here for tonight into tomorrow morning as we got those temperatures down to near freezing. So again, if you have any plants outside, bring them in to avoid any damage. Our forecast calling for a low near 31. It's going to feel like it's down in the 20s here though for tomorrow morning. 45 for a high here on your Friday. And again, a chilly start to the weekend. We rebound to the 50s here on Sunday. Looking like a beautiful day, probably the best day in the 7-day forecast with sunshine near 60 before we talk about rain here on Monday.